So if you haven't seen my previous two videos where we talk about the difference between these cam position sensors for the 7.3, today we are removing the one on the right, which is the latest model Ford sells for the 7.3. And we are going to be installing this one on the left with the light blue O-ring, and that is Raff's new upgraded black performance cam position sensor, which is supposed to have the performance of the original black CPS that Ford came with back in the day. That was eventually recalled due to all the issues, without those issues, basically. So we're going to go ahead and install it and run the same test that we did yesterday on this one and see what the differences are. All right, going to be the first startup with the new Raff upgraded cam position sensor. Engine is cold, and we are going to go ahead and start it up. The truck is warmed up. We've got the auto ingenuity ready to go, so we're gonna go ahead and start it and run the same test that we did on the Ford sensor. And we're gonna go ahead and start with the same contribution test as before. It is running. It is dying. What happened? All right, laptop died. Got to charge back up. We're going to run the cylinder contribution test with the new Raff 7.3 CPS. So we're going to go ahead and start. And it's running. So as we said before, cylinder 8 almost always pops. Cylinder 3 was hit or miss depending on what CPS you had. The two tests we ran with the latest Ford sensor was popping only the cylinder 8. I would be highly surprised if this passed and eliminated the cylinder 8 fault. So I guess I'm eating my words here. Test completed successfully. No cylinders popped, which is crazy. We're gonna run it one more time just to make sure this test repeats itself. So running the test, started, and we'll give it about a minute and come back. All right, we are successful the second time with no cylinder 8 contribution failure, which is amazing. These type of results haven't happened since Ford had the original black sensor over 20 years ago. So here is the live data for each cylinder rotational value change. And as you guys can remember before, 3 was hovering right around the 2.7 to 3 mark. And our number 8 was sometimes in the 5 or 6s and was actually showing up as out of range over here. And you can take a look at this one. 1, 2, and 3 are kind of floating right around the same. 4, 5, 6, and 7 previously were all zeros as well, so that's stayed the same. And look at this, our number 8 is down in the low 2s. That is amazing. It's never been that low before, so clearly this sensor is a huge upgrade since we have not seen a contribution for 8 pass a test or below a threshold since the original black Ford sensor was out. And again, everybody always said that that sensor had a better performance. Unfortunately, it was recalled by Ford due to random failures or sudden failures. But Raff has come out with the upgraded one now, which seems to be getting us those values that we looked for back in the day, and even better in some cases. So again, looks like a pretty good success, at least in my case. I know a lot of y'all have already bought one of these and try them out. I'm curious to see what y'all's results are as well. If you want to, you can go ahead and reply in the comments what you're getting. If I'm using auto ingenuity to test this, you can use Forescan or some other stuff as well too. But I'm curious to see what everybody else's results are. But I'm really impressed. I think it's definitely worth the money, and proof is in the pudding, as they'd say. Let me know what you think.